Do I have to pick one? They're all pretty masked.
Steph.
Mick.
Mick.
Probably Dan.
Joey.
Joe. None.
Emily.
Geez, that's a hard one actually. That's a really hard one. I'll probably Dan because the other two death the shit out of me.
There's 4.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. Well, I haven't played with the youngest, so tell a lie. I've played with all 4 of them. So
Tom. That guy's put up with a lot. I don't think there's one dad down at the club that's been told to get lost more than Tom O'Connell.
Joe. You better say me.
Me.
I'm not answering that.
Joe, is a good answer.
I suppose I had to say Dan. I was going to say Mum. But... oh yeah, of course, yeah, big Mum.
Val.
Val.
Bev.
Bev?
Whoops. Oh, Val, sorry.
Roworthy.
Zed. Russ.
Fuck, should have said Russ.
Well, I had Luke or Russ.
Yeah,
Side.
Oh, yeah.
They're 2 tough ones.
Yeah.
Well, Jack's a death.
Zed.
Dad.
Dad is a dad.
There's no doubting
Fair
that.
dad.
Steve's fair dad. You can't go past Zed. He's the biggest.
Concur. Zed.
Dickie.
Cuz.
Dom de Cruz.
I'll pick Sandilands, Paul McHenry, Bernie Doc.
Very dark.
Springs to mind, Turbo.
Spack. Dickie. Zed.
Being captain of the 13-14 McGibbon Premiership team, that was a very big highlight for myself personally.
Proudest moment would be captaining the Burt Shield to Premiership in 2013-14.
Captaining the first 11 to our Premiership in 2011-12. Also happened to get man of the match in that game, which was quite good and hit the winning runs as well. So to have taken the team from a dire situation and turned it around into a win and a much celebrated moment that then led to 4 premierships in a row was obviously a great day for me.
I think being president when we won the McGibbon Shield flag in 2008 was just a huge satisfaction, culmination of so much hard work we put in over the years at a committee level and seeing the players who had worked so hard be rewarded.
I have to concur with that. Just the club spirit and the club feeling on that day was out of this world. Yeah, the best feeling possible. So yeah.
Well, everyone's probably heard the story. It was probably up in my 150 in the granny, batting with the great Kev Burt.
The 1s and the 2s were both playing at Macleay Park in a grand final, and I was batting in the 2s and Tommy Bark was batting in the 1s, and I was president and he was my vice president. He went on to make 100. I didn't quite get there, but both teams went on to win, and so that was my proudest moment.
Proudest moment by far was the 3 second 11 premierships we won against a lot of first 11 clubs. They were fantastic wins, and to win 3 years in a row was just magnificent.
I played in that legendary 87-88 first 11 premiership, single innings result across 4 full days, and chased down 245 after having been 6 for 78. I was out very late on the second day for a duck, and so I spent the entire 3rd and 4th days the next weekend sort of pacing up and down, watching the runs very slowly accumulate.
We were never in the game. South Camberwell batted for nearly 2 days. We were in trouble at the end of day 2. Day 3 we sort of slowly got a few runs on the board, and then on day 4 we went down there thinking, when's it going to finish, we're gone. And it went on. The game didn't finish till 5:30 on the 4th day when we Damien Slattery snicked one through slips and it went to the fence for 4, and we won. And we couldn't have been a bigger bunch of pricks that you'd ever come across. All we heard was smash champagne bottles in the rooms at the end of the game because they came expecting to win.
It was a wonderful performance by STC.
I suppose playing the first premiership in our second year and probably introducing the junior program to STC.
It was after my brother passed away suddenly, and my sister-in-law asked if she could spread his ashes on Middleton, and the club during that period, which was a really tough period for myself and the family, they really came to the fore, supported me, supported the family, and really shone through as to what STC is all about. You know, I'm forever in debt to the people at the club at the time, and you know, show through what STC is all about.
One from the annals, and I wasn't there, was when they were doing fielding practice in probably the late 70s, and Alan Yarwood, one of the founders, was asking all the boys to call out their name when the ball was hit to them. And he hit the ball to Ross Harasti, whose name was actually T-Ball Harasti. And when he screamed out T-Ball, Al Yarwood stopped the drill and said, "Can you repeat that?" And he said, "T-Ball." And he said, "Not around here, it's not. We'll call you Ross from now on." And he later, of course, changed his name by D-Pol to Ross Harasti, based on Alan Yarwood.
Silly Sunday, after the ones won McGibbon and the twos won the Burt Shield in 2013-14. Matty Doran had a great night with the ladies the night before, and Jabba was reenacting his Dirty Dancing in front of us all with his kid off, one of the greats.
Well, the man to my left here, it was, I think we were juniors and we were playing out at Mazenod, and it was a stinky hot day, about 35 degrees, and Pete Lynch was the captain of the Fours. And we only had about 9 players that day, I believe, and we'd just been bowled out for 80, and we were going to lose. We knew that. We didn't know how fast-tracked that would be. So a young Matt Doran came on to bowl from the opposite end of the freeway, and I believe the over went 6, 6, 6, then 4.
Yep.
Then 2 sixes, and he got hit for 34 runs off the over.
And Foggers has walked out there and he's taken strike, and when he was taking 2 centres, he was standing about a metre out of his crease, and I thought, gee, this is a bit of an aggressive strategy. Let's see how this plays out. And first ball gets bowled and Foggers just blocks it back down the pitch, and I was like, oh, that's okay. I thought he was going to go for a big hit. Second ball lands on a length, Foggers strides out to it, shoulders, arms, keeper takes the bails off, and they all start celebrating, much to Foggers' bemusement, when he looks down and realised that he'd taken strike at the under-10s crease. And he was out stumped.
Mine involved Steve Camilleri at Boroondara in the twos, and he got hit in the box and went down. We fiddled around, came out, he was in a bit of pain but said he'd bat on, gave him a new box because that box was broken, and the very next ball he got hit in the box again and he had to retire. He had twins in the end anyway, so no damage done.
Mine would have to be ball machine with Merck on. On the, I think it was a Sunday. It was either Sunday or Monday after the 07-08 flag. Sorry, 08-09 flag. Yeah, we lined him up, sat him next to the door, put the container on his head, and proceeded to shoot balls through the ball machine at him. He better say he welded up after that. That was a fond memory.
Still tossing the coin onto the roof of the pavilion one hot day when he didn't want to go out of the shade before he had to.
I'm fielding down at third man after finishing my bowling. Guys clipped it through the slips. It's going for going to the boundary. I'm sprinting across, dived, done a great save, picked it up, threw it in over the stumps. Pretty pumped with myself, with my effort. Looked down, and I've got dog poo for all of my shoes, all the way up my leg, up to the top of my thigh. Stunk like nothing else. And then the boys would go near me for the rest of the day. So
And there's many funny stories you can talk about Dickie Corbett, but this one was his first game at the club, and he was a work colleague of mine at the time, and he'd come down from the country and showed an interest in playing cricket. So I said, come down to STC, it's a great place, and we're playing in the twos out at Box Hill South on the mats.
He may not have been used to matting and all that type of stuff, cricket, so he came running in to celebrate a wicket and tripped over on the rope that pegs the mats down.
And he came running in probably from fine leg, and as he hit the mats he actually didn't step up and he just tripped over and fell flat on his face, which had everyone turning around looking at him saying, who's this dickhead? And then looking back at me and saying, who'd you bring down here?
Who's this dickhead that brought down to the club?
In Schwatter at Melbourne Cup, he had a very good day, put $1,000 on the nose, the last race, only get the gun down.
Danuka had been bowling a couple of overs and Adam Burt changed it up, bowled Dom Hando for another 6 or something like that. So bowled Dom out basically when they decided to bring Danuka back on. The opposing team told us, no, we've already bowled out Danuka, you can't bring him back on. Turns out they'd actually mistaken Dom Hando,
young skinny white boy
that's red-haired, mistaken him with a very dark Sri Lankan fella.
Tall scrubbing dark Sri Lankan.
Yeah. They're good questions. I like those questions.
If only you gave good answers, Dora. Meanwhile, Sterlo has questions of his own.
Can I swear?
And we discuss Stevie's height.
Too small. Yeah, just that tiny.